We might show dark. I may have to edit the show at the end, but we'll see. Okay, let's get it going. Well, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. And thank you, Jesus. It's around that time right here on KAZ Radio, where I have one of my most favorite shows, Sisters of Leisure with Tracey and Michele. Take it away. One moment. Take it away, sisters.
Hello, everybody. This is Sisters of Leisure. I am Tracey, and we are living every day and seeking and understanding real events. And we are so honored to have you on our show, watching all over the world today. And we also have my sister.
I am Michele, the little sister.
Yeah, she is the little sister. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So anyway, we have two amazing sponsors today. We have Knowledge Yoni. If you have never gotten your yoni steam, which is considered a vaginal steaming, this is amazing. And if you are watching this today, you will definitely get a discount on yoni oil, which is good. And it helps with so many things, especially if you get waxed.
Yeah.
Ladies, those Brazilian wax. And we also have Chosen Bath and Body, if you can see that. Chosen Bath and Body, she's a young entrepreneur. She makes soaps, candles, creams, very good for the skin, especially around this time of year because it's really cold. And a lot of times we get very dry. So if you want Knowledge Yoni, go to knowledgeyonibar.com and also chosenbathandbody.com for these amazing products.
Yes. You know what? I'm excited because today we are turning pain into purpose. See, Amen. We have a beautiful young lady on our show today, Tessica Brown. She is a mom of 5. She is an entrepreneur, an influencer, and I'm going to say she is the definition of resiliency. And I am just honored, Miss Tessica Brown, for you to come on our show today to tell us how you turned your pain to a purpose. So first question for you, Miss Tessica, how are you doing? And can you please let us know a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm doing fine, much better. Like you said, I have 5 kids. I also have a daycare. I also have a dance team. Okay. And now I have a hair care product.
Yes. And so your hair care product is, matter of fact, I didn't even say that. You're the owner of Forever Hair.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, you got started kind of in a wild way. Your name was not a household name until here like a year ago. Right. So what happened? I know people probably already know, but I would prefer to hear it from you. What happened?
Well, since I was young, like I'm the darkest one. All my sisters are light skinned. Every last one of them is light skinned. Mm-hmm. So me doing my hair, that was my standout point from everybody else. Mm-hmm. I used to do people's hair in the neighborhoods so I can get paid and go get the stuff to do my own hair, just so I can stick out from light-skinned sisters. They always say, well, she's cute, but she's dark, but she's cute. It never was a time when it was like, oh, she's just so cute. It always was, she dark, but she cute, always. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I tried to make my hair, my thing. Yeah. All right. That day, when I do my hair, everything has to be in the spot I need to be in. I don't need nothing. Even when I do other people's hair, they always tell me, all right, that's enough. Because I'm going to be in your hair until every flyaway is gone and everything is slick like it needs to be slick. So that day I ended up doing my hair and I ran out of my Got to Be Glue spray. Ran all over the house looking. I ran everywhere looking because I knew he was on his way. I need some spray. And I ran past the refrigerator and I seen the Gorilla Glue spray. So I was like, I can use this. And by the time I come home, I just wash it out. So I used it. And after I sprayed it, I used the blow dryer to make sure, it stay in its place. And of course, they say that's what I messed up at. When I blow dried it on, it turned a little white. So, I had my little black spray and I sprayed it back black and put a little Earl Sheen on it. And it was slick, good to go. But yeah, it was like that for over 30 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was late. I'm gonna have to say that it was late because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I kept hearing things,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, well, it's late. It was late. Yeah. It was.
Yeah,
it was
and
late.
the thing is, I ended up, well, I told my mama, because I didn't tell my mama, like when at first I kept trying to do all kind of stuff to get it out myself. But the stuff I was using like oil, baby oil, and all type of oils. That's why I just kept getting shiny and shiny. Call my mama. We tried some things because at first I didn't want to call my mama because I knew she should have came over and I'd have told what happened. She should have been.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But she didn't do that. She was like, you should have been called me. We could have been figured this out. But again, I was scared to tell her. Me being 40, I was scared to tell her.
Yeah.
So of course, none of the stuff that was working that she was telling me. It was like one of these, I gotta put it on social media. Somebody gonna tell me exactly what I need to do to get this over.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be backlash. I knew that. I feel like I have thick skin. You can't tell me nothing that's gonna hurt my feelings. I don't care. But I didn't think when I got up the next morning, my little girl would be like, Mike, you got over 1 million views, on your post. I'm like, 1 million views with the comments saying, she excited behind 1 million views. I wonder, what the comments saying.
What the solution is.
To take this off. But I mean, it was like a lot of people was rooting for me, trying to tell me what to get off. And the only thing with that, when I started using the stuff that they was using, that's when it started turning white. It's burning out of control, like radiance. It turned red. This is the reason I ended up going to the emergency room. Yeah. If I had just kept it slick, they told me I would have to probably wait until it grew all the way out and then just shave it from the bottom. Because I even tried to take a razor and lift up the side to see if I could, but if I would, I'd end up cutting my head, my scalp, something.
Yeah.
But I didn't think for 1 second that the people that was going off on me and saying all kind of negative things, I didn't think it was going to be people from all over the world. Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be people from right here.
Yeah, I'm just so happy that you reached out. You know what I mean? You knew that you had a need, and you say, you know what? I'm going to do this. You don't know what was going to happen, but you reach out, and I just really respect and commend that so very much. Because sometimes we have so much pride that we act like we don't need no help.
Right.
And you knew you needed help, and somebody was actually there to help you get through this.
Yes.
So tell us about your products. What products do you have?
Right now, I have Edge Control. Of course, I didn't use the last of that. And the drops is like the best seller. Yeah. The drops are the best seller.
And what is
so
it do?
Like I seen on one of your posts. So does that help with your hair growth, your drops?
Yes, okay. That helps with hair growth. If you would have seen my post before, I think it was November, you can see how much I had a curly bush. But then what happened with that, of course, I'm 41. I started getting gray hair. So I thought, I go get a dye and dye my hair. I thought, it's been almost a year. So I could dye my hair. And I didn't. It started falling out. Yeah, so then I had to go back to California, and the doctors did a stem cell treatment and PHR, I think the letters are, on my head, where they took little bitty needles and rolled it up and down my head. Then they injected stem cells. Yeah, and this was in November.
Wow. And see, you have to understand, the older we get, I'm over 50, our body goes through changes. So sometimes we can't do the same things that we used to do when we were younger. You know what I mean? Like, especially when it comes to our hair and things like that, because it could fall out, Right. So I understand exactly where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, but since then I started using the oil again, and it then already got a little, if you would have seen the pictures, it was so thin, but it then already started growing back already.
Yeah. So like, with Black women, our hair has always been like this, our glory, it is definitely. And so, I was curious. I was like, okay, so you said in an interview that you were just afraid that you're going to lose all of your hair, and so, what if you would have lost your hair? Like, do you think, because you're a beautiful woman, and so like, do you still feel that way now about your hair? Is it something that is still very, focused on you as your hair, or do you know that you're a beautiful woman and that you don't necessarily need it?
And listen, when it first happened, I had already told them if I go bald, I'm gonna be okay with that. But I don't know, it's something in me that my hair has to be nice.
Yeah. It gotta be laid, huh?
Yeah, I kept telling people, but again, I do wear the short style, but I like long hair, to flip it every now and again. But yeah, because they keep telling me, keep the short hair, it's so cute. Yeah. But I mean, if I would have lost all my hair, I would have owned it. Yeah, I know I would have owned it because I had big old hoops like this.
Yeah.
Lashes like this. Yeah. I know I would have owned it. But of course, I'd have had me some wigs too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's something about, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna say it's your purpose. You get what I'm saying? Like, how awesome can God work? Like, for real. Like, I'm looking at how you were able to have this traumatic. That's traumatic. That's traumatizing to me. You know what I'm saying? To have a chemical in your head that it ain't moving. Like you said, it don't move. It didn't go nowhere. And I just figured that out today, that was you. That said, it don't move. Like, and to come out of that now as a business owner of your own hairline, because you said since you was a little girl, your hair has been it's like come full circle for you almost.
Yes, right.
It's a beautiful thing to me, to say, hey, I've always loved are you a cosmetologist? Are you going?
No, I only did like people in the neighborhood in my little sister's hair.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. Because the thing is, like, say if I would have gotten a shot, I would have to have one appointment a day. That's how long I'm gonna take to make sure everything is in its. Yeah, so it wouldn't have worked out.
You wouldn't have made no money, huh?
No, I would have made it. I wouldn't have made it.
I just like the fact that you loved your hair. You had to stand out from your sisters because they light skinned.
Right.
Yeah.
They light skinned it. But
definitely.
And you were just like, I'm gonna keep my hair on point. So you might be light skinned, but I'm keeping my hair on point.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, what you went through took, like Michele said, full circle into your purpose.
Yeah.
You had to go through that little bit of trauma, or you had to go through that just to get to where you always liked your hair and how you wanted to get hair products to help other people with their hair.
Definitely help people. And even me coming out. Now the thing with that, like when it first happened, a lot of people thought it was a joke. Yeah. And I didn't see the joke until all the air cleared. And then I watched it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I guess I can see why people thought this video was hilarious. But the only other thing with me, again, when it comes to me, I try to make people laugh. I always try to make people laugh. Like anything that's going on, because my mama always tell me, hey, when something happens to one of these girls, don't come over here with all that crying. Because that's how much, I try to make jokes about it and everything. My little sister ended up having a heart attack, right? Yeah, and they called us and it was like, hey, y'all need to come up here. The family need to come up here and see her. I'm not going up there because that's my little sister. But when she came home, I was like, I hit her like this. I'm like, look who's alive. Just trying to make a joke out of everything, just to make it better. I'm gonna make it a little better than what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that video, that was just, I was very serious. And the thing is, I can see how they thought it was a joke.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what to think when I seen it. I was like, what in the world? But, you know, at the end of the day, we've all done something. We've all kind of, you know, and I'm just proud, and I'm going to keep saying, I'm just so happy that you didn't fade to the black, that you stayed visual and head up, chest out, doing it and not giving up. And I noticed that when I look through your Instagram, you have on your a lot of your posts a hashtag of trust the process, or you know, something like that, because it's really important to let people know, you know, we got to trust this process. This
Definitely.
This path, this life that we are living, it's a process.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you didn't fold, you kept going. And that to me shows a lot to your children. It shows a lot to the world. It taught me something just within a little time I was looking through your Instagram. We got to trust this process.
One girl, like when I first did the surgery, I was in a nail shop and she just came hug me. So I'm thinking, I hugged her back. I'm thinking she hugging me because, you know, everything I just went through. She was hugging me because she said she glad I was able to come out and say something. She wanted to say something when she ran out of hair glue. She used super glue and put her tracks in her hair. And she took every day to take that out of her hair. And she showed me she had like, what is it, like the keloid skin?
Yes.
Up and down her scalp. And she said if she'd had enough courage to come out, she probably would have to go through everything she went through. And there's a lot of people that inboxes me telling me their stories, you know, to make me feel better. Like they did it and they wish they'd had enough courage to, you know, come out and say it.
Yeah. It's like God used you as the vessel to share with the world. Because a lot of people literally are in, have these type of issues in silence and they go through it alone. They have no one to talk to. They're afraid to tell someone else. Like you said, you were afraid to tell your mom, but you pushed through and you told the world.
Yeah.
And regardless of the backlash, Jesus got backlash too. Okay.
Please, and thank you.
So, and what? We could care less about all that because we know at the end of the day, God has you and your journey is for you. And this is the story that you're telling forever. This is the story your grandkids gonna know, and everybody's gonna know for the rest of your life, and how you thrive and become the woman that you are through your pain. And I'm just happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that is true, because you definitely taught the world a lesson. But so you know, I noticed you were, you know, on, I don't know, a lot of TV shows. People were just, you know, kind of like watching and gawking and all this kind of stuff. But what was going on in the back? Like how, because we just know what we seen on television. You know what I'm saying? Were you afraid? Were you embarrassed? Were you like, what were you going through as you were watching Wendy Williams, who we ain't gonna tell you what my kids and my dad said about her, you know, while we were watching the thing, you know, but you know, what were you feeling when you turned your TV on?
Well, I really don't even watch TV. I'll watch like something on Netflix. I'll never see none of that stuff. My mama would send it to me, or people would repost it on social media. And when I see it, it's like, girl, whatever. I'm never that girl. But then I go in the bathroom and cry.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of stuff.
See, you know, and that's why we got to stop that, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, to feel alone in your suffering and your pain, and knowing someone has been through that, or is in the, you know what I'm saying, that can say something nice and delightful to lift you up. I feel like we have to kind of start with that instead of ridicule. We need to start with, you know, letting people know that they're not alone, instead of making someone feel bad about what their situation is, you know?
And the Sunday before I even made the video, we had just sat down, like me, my mom, and my sisters, we had just sat down as a family and watched the Wendy Williams
movie.
Special. Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, oh, Wendy. And then this happens. And then she goes on there. Yeah, look at her, this nothing girl. And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
But
and
those are the type of people you pray for, though, because those people are they're in pain as well. And hurt people like to hurt people. So you just have to kind of pray for those kind of people that are just gonna bad talk you and things of that nature, because they're just out there and there's nothing we could do about those people, but we definitely don't have to respond to those people.
Well, I wouldn't have never responded, but 2 weeks, like 2 weeks straight, Wendy talked about me for 2 weeks straight, like it never let up. So somebody sent me a clip and Wendy was like, oh, the phone was ringing. They the producer told me they got a phone call. They played the phone call. It was my mama. She called and said, Wendy, I know my baby made a mistake. I love your show, but let up on him.
Okay.
She was like, okay, you're right, moms. And then she bought like 50 shirts. Yeah.
Very good for her. That's because to be honest with you, like my sister, I know she watched the show. She was like, well, dang, she kind of when her special, or her life, right? You know what I'm saying? She was going through all types of turmoil, stress, ups, downs, ins, and out. Right. And so for her to have this platform of being someone who's walked through the storm and kept going, being resilient, that is her time to me to be like, look, we're not about to go there. We go, help and, encourage this young girl instead of they going backlashing and, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I just want to know, we didn't really go through your products. Can we see more of your products? What do you have?
This is, like I said, this is the drops. This will make your hair grow. Like I told you, my cousin has alopecia. She started using it and she had peach fuzz. I'm assuming it was like 2 months. She already had peach fuzz. And now she could put her hair, look at it. I'm not gonna say it's a ponytail. She could put a little pigtail at the front. This is the spritz. This is just to, make it stiff. To make it hold. Yes, ma'am. And look, you can clearly see I need to re-up on these. This is the shampoo and the conditioner. With these, you will not have to wash your hair 15 times, I promise you. And not only does it work really good to take all the dirt and anything else that you have in your hair, it smells so good. So good. And I also have the edge control, but of course, I use this. Every time they send me edge control, they got to send me some more. I've been and used it before it's time for them to send me another bottle. Yeah.
So how can people order your products?
They can go to www.foreverhair.com and you can order it.
You said TB.
TB.
Okay. Yeah. Foreverhair.com. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what about your other business, your childcare business? You still doing that?
Yes, ma'am. I'm never gonna let it go. And people keep saying, "Oh, you need to leave those kids alone." I've been working at a daycare since I finished school. But something, Katrina happened for one, and I ended up moving to Texas. Came back and had a job here, job there, but I wanted something of my own. And I told my little sister I was going through something really, really, really bad. It's a bunch of foolery. And I told my little sister, I'm going to start a daycare. I was opening, I'm going to say like the following Monday, I put a flyer on Instagram and Facebook that Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. By that Wednesday, not the Monday the week that I was starting, that Wednesday after I put the flyer on there, I already had kids here. Wasn't even open yet. And the kids was, and I've been rolling ever since.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people that need childcare services, because there's a lot of moms that have to work or if they're in school. So it's so very important. Then you want to be with someone that, just loves kids.
Yeah. And that you can trust, Yeah. That's really important.
That's awesome.
And then I take the whole daycare, I take it to another level. Like, you know, I have seniors do their own little thing. They have seniors skip out. They have proms. We do parade. Like, yeah, I take it to a whole nother level. When school is over, we have a yearbook of everything that happened throughout the year. Yeah.
Awesome. What about your, you said you do a dance.
Yes. Now, we really haven't been doing anything because of the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
But I also have a dance team, Dazzling Divas. The name of the daycare is Tessica's Little Angels. And the dance team is the Dazzling Divas.
That is so nice.
And it started with my little girls and my nieces, the dance team.
Okay.
Wow.
So are you in the same area as no, that she's in Mississippi, that lady?
Yeah, she's in Mississippi.
Okay. Very good. But does your dance team, or when they start back up or going again, will they compete, or is it just, you know?
Yes, they will compete. They will. I have
good.
my youngest daughter, she's with any type of competing. She's, you know, this all she won't do.
She be ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
That is hilarious. But like, so you have a lot of things on you. So you have multiple streams of income.
Mm-hmm.
You are, like I said, you're resilient. So what would you tell someone? What would you tell whoever is watching, who is in a situation, to go ahead and live through their purpose or live through their pain? What would you say to them?
Push, pray until something happens. That's it. That's it. Y'all, I prayed, I cried, I prayed, I cried. And I kept telling them, I know this is not supposed to be what's going on. And I just kept praying, I cried. But the thing is, I never let my children see me cry. I always going to bed and cry.
Yeah. And so how has this affected them? I know it seemed like they are,
when it first happened, like that morning after, it was like, oh, my mama viral, you know, they're all excited. And so they went to school.
Okay. Yeah.
Then when they came home from school, it was a problem. But my second little girl, she said, she was crying. And she said, Maria was singing a song about you. And I told her, don't worry about it. Learn the song, sing it with them next time. Yeah. And she was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. But then I went in the bathroom. And of course, cried my eyes out. Yeah. And now, they pretty much back to the, oh, my mama went viral. Back to that.
Very good.
Yeah. You know, it's a lesson. You helped them through the process, and you were able to find the right words to guide them through it, you know, so that's amazing. Tessica Brown, we are so honored to have had you on our podcast, Sisters of Leisure. Please let them know how they can buy your hair products again, please.
It's www.tvforeverhair.com.
Yes. So we just want to say thank you again. We can't stop saying thank you. I'm just so grateful. Because
thank you.
You really made it happen. You trusted God and you believed. And he got you through it. And we are so grateful that he did, so you could tell your story to everyone in the world. Anyone that's going through anything, anyone that's having problems, please trust the process.
Yes, ma'am.
Just trust it, because God got your back. He is not going to leave you nor forsake you. He is never going to leave you in a bad space.
Yes.
He's going to get you through it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's big. So we, like you said, thank you, Tessica, but we're Sisters of Leisure. If anyone on here, if you own a business, if you have a business, if you want to tell us something, want to discuss your business, your process, reach out to us. We're sistersofleisure.com. Go on our website, check us out. We're here. We're excited to begin this new year. And with Miss Resiliency, you're resilient to me. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And if y'all ever want me back on, just let me know.
Absolutely.
Of course we will, Tessica. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you
everybody
so much
for watching. And we will definitely see you guys in 2 weeks. And go team for the Super Bowl. I don't know who's playing, but I wish them all the best.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, love.
All right.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.